That's amazing. Good afternoon. There are many people that I want to recognize who are responsible in a variety of ways for this man from Drew, Mississippi, a town of 2,800 people, to stand before you today, honored and humbled, to have been elected president of our American Osteopathic Association. First and foremost, my wife of 42 years, Sherry. Yeah. She prefers not to be up front. So when we went to Kansas City in 1977 for me to go to medical school, Sherry said she would work as many jobs as necessary to provide for us. She told me my job was to study. So through all these years, she has been my confidant. She's been my critic when necessary. And my biggest supporter. She really is the wind beneath my wings. I love you, darling. Our granddaughter, Kate Francis, is going to present you with some flowers that I've already provided her. Thank you, sweet Kate. Now, I know that you met my family earlier, but I want to recognize them again, so I'm going to ask y'all to stand, please. Sherry and I feel so blessed by God to have such wonderful, accomplished sons, daughters-in-law, and grandchildren. You make my life complete. I also want to take a moment to remember my parents on this special day. My mom died when I was 3 years old. At that time, my father, a 30-year-old solo general practice physician who had office hours 7 days a week and a busy obstetrical, surgical, and hospital practice, became a single parent. In the ensuing almost 14 years until he died, he somehow managed all of this and still let me know that I was his sunshine. He was my first role model. I want to thank the Mississippi Osteopathic Medical Association that you met earlier for your continual support of me over these years. You know, without you, this wouldn't be possible. In 1973, Mississippi became the last state to grant full practice rights to DOs. The first DO to receive that full practice license was Gary Gordon. Gary is still in practice today. And I am delighted that he's here. Gary, I want you to stand up and be recognized. I also want to recognize the late Henry Pace, PhD. Henry was a driving force for osteopathic medicine in Mississippi. Such a driving force that last year at OMED, he was honored posthumously with the Lifetime Mentor Award. There are several other individuals within our osteopathic family that I want to recognize. I follow in the footsteps of so many wonderful people who have served in this office. First, I want to recognize my immediate predecessor, Mark Baker. Mark, you need to stand again. Mark and I have been friends for a good 20 years. You know, our wives served together on the AOA board, so they would be in meetings all day, and Mark and I would go to lunch or maybe take a day trip to Alcatraz. Yeah. Then in the evening, we'd get cleaned up, and we'd all go out to some social function, and Mark and I would walk around the room, and we'd say, "Hi, I'm Rita's husband," or "Hi, I'm Sherry's husband." For the last year, Mark has led the AOA, focusing on improving communication and relationships with our affiliates, engaging the youth of our profession, and promoting unity within our osteopathic family. Mark, it has been a distinct honor and privilege to serve with you as you demonstrated again and again that you were the right person at the right time to lead us. I will do my best to follow you. Thank you. Next, I want to recognize two fellow classmates that have preceded me in this office. As you heard earlier, Karen and Bob, please stand. This Kansas City class of 1981, as you heard, is now the first class in AOA history to have 3 AOA presidents. It must be something in the watermark. Karen and Bob have set an incredibly high bar for me to try to emulate. Thank you. Now, I want to ask all former AOA presidents to stand, please, and keep standing. And then I want to ask all former Board of Trustee members to stand. And finally, I want to ask all current Board of Trustee members to please stand. Look at that group. All of these individuals have given of their time and talents because of their love for our osteopathic family and their belief in giving back. Thank you very much. As you all can see, this is a team sport trying to lead. I'm assuming this presidency with our organization and profession in a strong position. When I talk with the students and the coming generation, I'm so impressed with the energy, skill, talent, pride, and commitment that they bring to the table. But you all know there are challenges that we're facing and changes coming. The most recent changes have driven our AOA Board of Trustees to sharply focus our efforts to move us forward. Now, sometimes these changes have been uncomfortable, even stressful. But as retired U.S. General Eric Shinseki said, if you don't like change, you're going to like your relevance even less. Last year, Dr. Baker said, we need to remember we are all part of the same family, the osteopathic family. We have a shared culture with our own distinctive philosophy and practice of medicine. You know, as Dr. Venn mentioned earlier today, throughout our osteopathic history, we have faced many challenges. When confronted with those challenges, the osteopathic family work together and tirelessly. With that family effort, we turned those challenges into opportunities that strengthened our profession. With that in mind, my focus this year will primarily be in 3 areas where change offers us opportunity. First, certifying board services. That will be the desired board for all DOs and MDs that want to practice osteopathically. Second, expanded and improved membership services that will meet DOs at each stage of their career and deliver what they need. And finally, continuing the focus on our osteopathic family. First, I'll address certifying board services. As we enter this new era with what could be a much larger pool of potential diplomates, we want to make sure that the AOA board certification is the certification of choice for all DOs, as well as MDs who want to practice osteopathically. You know, as Mark said yesterday, this is an opportunity before us. And under the leadership of Dan Williams and working with our Bureau of Osteopathic Specialists, the AOA is rising to that challenge. To that end, the entire group of physicians and staff are working diligently, retooling our board certification exams and OCC to deliver boards that are cost-effective, that use the latest appropriate technology, that are relevant to your practice and are physician-friendly. And it's really important to remember that AOA boards are boards that are designed by practicing physicians for practicing physicians. As we move toward improvements, it is imperative that we stay nimble, move swiftly, and don't get caught up in the issues that distract us from our goal. Throughout this transition, it's important that we remember the words of Winston Churchill, who said, "You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks." As you know, we've been studying the decoupling of AOA membership from board certification, a change that is on our horizon. Now, some of you may see this coming on the heels of the transition to the single accreditation system as a cause for concern. Again, I see it as an opportunity, one we're going to rise up to meet. We are focused on our younger physicians in the pipeline. They are our future. The change gives them a choice that we never had, and choice is good. It opens up a competitive environment, just as it does for board certification, where we can attract physicians who want to practice osteopathically. And I'm here to tell you, we are prepared to compete. The growth in the pipeline of our DOs coming out of our comms affirms this. Our tremendous 99% match rate in 2018 shows that our graduates are in demand. The success we've seen with the single accreditation system transition also attests to our value. It makes us stronger without diluting our distinctiveness. It helps us engage physicians who want to practice osteopathically, and it helps us grow our membership, which is my second area of focus this year. We absolutely recognize that to compete for members, We must offer an attractive product. And that starts with recognizing that the new generation of DOs are very different. Membership is no longer a one-size-fits-all proposition. Research shows that the millennial generation is coming of age during an era of unprecedented choice and consumer options, and a higher level of personalization, customization, and service for their scarce time and attention. We have surveyed members and we've listened closely, and we are rebuilding membership to offer benefits, services, and support for DOs at every stage of their career, from the day they get their degree until the day they retire and beyond. We're also making sure that we work hard to make sure they know about those benefits. It often strikes me when I'm meeting with and talking to students and young DOs that they just aren't aware of the broad array of benefits that the AOA offers. They really just don't know what they're getting. Well, we are the only organization that is working to advance and protect practice rights for all DOs when it comes to payer issues, licensure, and practice rights in the U.S. and abroad. So on my watch, we will be working hard to get that message across and to welcome and keep members in our broad and inclusive family. This brings me to my final area of focus, continuing to promote the unity within our osteopathic family. For even if we as a collection of professionals are diverse and given to differences of opinion, at heart, we are a family, connected by a commitment to a shared philosophy and values. The osteopathic family has given each of us a wonderful opportunity. Every day, we get to serve mankind and improve health. As Dr. Stills said, to find health should be the object of the doctor. Anyone can find disease. I believe that with this opportunity comes great responsibility. It should be our responsibility to also give back to our family. Well, by virtue of being here, you are giving back. So I would encourage you, please continue to be a delegate, a mentor, a leader, and a member, to show your osteopathic pride and to seek opportunities to enhance and strengthen our profession. As Dr. Baker reminded us last year, the AOA is a physician-directed and driven association. As such, the policies adopted by this House of Delegates directs the action of your Board of Trustees and the administration. I want to close by quoting a prayer that the legendary Alabama football coach, Bear Bryant, kept with him and would share periodically. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to do as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is very important because I am exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving something in its place that I've traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss. Good, not evil. Success, not failure. in order that I shall not forget the price I paid for it. With that in mind, I urge you to go forward with confidence, to embrace change, and to dedicate your energies to expanding and supporting our osteopathic family. I will do all in my power to do the same. Thank you very much.